Hi, I'm Ian Moffat. I'm going to do something a little bit different for this video. I'm actually going to do album reviews. Now, I actually went to Sanity and a couple of other places to try and find the album Meteora, but God, that album gets snapped up quickly. It just kind of like it's become so popular, especially after people have heard about Chester Bennington passing away last Friday. So without any further ado, here's the album review. I'll start with their first album, Hybrid Fury. Oh, um, let's start with Hybrid Fury. Well, Hybrid Fury was their Linkin Park's very first album. When Mike and the others actually started um, doing songs, they were actually trying to come up with a name for the band, and they had a couple of actual names. Their first name was going to be Zero, that's Zero with an X, but then they decided Hybrid Fury, but see, they'd actually travelled to, I think it was the Linkin Park, which is near the Abe Lincoln Memorial, and thus the name Linkin Park, and also their first album, Hybrid Fury. And that had a lot of good tracks on there. One of them being My December, which is one of their bonus tracks off the deluxe album, and also had a few video clips off the album. First one being One Step Closer, Crawling being their second single. Then you had Paper Cuts, Point of Authority, and lastly but not leastly, In the End, which, yeah, says a lot for the band, Linkin Park. Okay, yeah, after a long break, the band Linkin Park actually then brought out their second album, Meteora. Now, it has a whole heap of fantastic tracks on there, but they had few video clips also, which was associated with the album, starting with their first single, Somewhere I Belong, their second single, Faint, Breaking the Habits, From the Inside, and then of course you've got their single Numb. And yeah, so without further ado, I'll go on to their next album, Minutes to Midnight. Yeah, after a whole few years of having another break, Linkin Park actually brought out their third album, which is Minutes to Midnight. Now, it had some very fantastic tracks, but what was even more fantastic is their video clips they did. They only did 4 this time round, though even though Minutes of Midnight might have been one of their overlooked albums. It was actually the greatest album they've done. You've got What I've Done, Bleed It Out, Giving Up, and oh, actually, I tell a lie. They've did do 5. Shadow of the Day, and also leave out all the rest. But yes. Most of the songs that are on the album are also on their road to evolution, including albums from their first 2 albums. And yes, I will actually conclude this in part 2 of the Linkin Park album review. So as they say on the TV shows, to be continued.